Hi, this is Ben, and these are my survival tips for the MACUL 2013 conference in downtown Detroit on March 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. Ben, it's a conference for educators. Why do I need survival tips? Well, as of today, Friday, March 15th, there are over 4,000 people registered for this conference. That's kind of a big conference, especially for people that are new to the MACUL conference and the Cobo Hall Convention Center. It can be very easy to get overwhelmed when you walk into an environment that large for the first time. So here you go. These are my conference survival tips, things that have helped me have a successful conference in the past. I hope that some of them help you as well. Okay, so tip number one. You're going to want to visit macul.org and click on the Conferences tab and go to the 2013 conference. Alternately, you can go to bit.ly/MACUL 2013. That's going to take you directly here to the conference attendee page, where there are lots of links for getting yourself prepared for the conference, from hotels and parking to exhibits, things not to miss out on, the MACUL zone, lots of other links that will help get you oriented before you actually enter the conference environment. Okay, tip number two. While you're here on the conference page, check out one of two things. One is the conference app. When you click on this, it's going to take you right here to this page. This is conferencebeat.com/MACUL. Now, this is a web app. What does that mean? That means it's going to work on all of your internet-connected devices, iPhones, Androids, tablets, iPads, and laptops and desktops. It's a really great place to go in, take a look at the agenda, see some of the people going, set up a profile, all of the sorts of things that you would expect from a big conference. Now, if you have trouble getting in and you have to reset your passcode, there is a link, and the nice little helpful people at Conference Beat usually will send you an email within 24 hours on how to get yourself into the conference app. Now, if you'd like to go a little more old school like me, you can go ahead and download the conference program as a PDF. It's a really big PDF, but just like the conference app, it's going to have all the great information on all of the hands-on sessions, special information about the keynote and featured speakers, and then all of the descriptions and abstracts for all of the breakout sessions, which happen throughout the day on Thursday and Friday. In fact, whether you use the conference app or the conference PDF, I would definitely recommend for all of the conference breakout sessions, pick two choices. Pick your first choice and your second choice. Why? Well, that takes us into the next tip. Cobo Hall is a really big convention center, and like I said before, we've got over 4,000 people attending this conference. So sometimes it pays to get to your conference session early. The sessions can fill up very quickly, or if you get there early and you get a chance to actually talk with the presenter before they're ready to go, or maybe some of the people in the room, you might realize that the session you're sitting in and about to see may not really give you what you're looking for. So if you have a first and second choice, and the first choice is full or packed, you've got enough time if you go early to go head out to your second choice. Or if you get there early and you talk with the people and you realize, I don't need this, I'll be okay, you've got enough time to get yourself all the way down Cobo Hall to get to your second session. My next survival tip for the MACUL conference is take some time out to share, to decompress, to talk, to challenge others around you, or maybe even be challenged yourself by what you're seeing and hearing at the conference. There are a lot of ideas that get thrown out at a conference this large, and sometimes they really only become intrinsically valuable to us when we have the opportunity to talk with other conference goers. Maybe take some time out and have a little conversation on the side, or a birds of a feather session out in the hallway. However you do it is fine. Maybe you're on Twitter. If you're going to be talking about the conference on Twitter, use the conference hashtag MACUL13. That's #MACUL13. That's a great way to actually have the conversation before, during, and several weeks after the conference, once it's over and you're gone from the conference center. However you do it, make sure to find some time to decompress and talk about the conference, which leads me to my last tip. Every year, the MACUL people like to do something nice for all the attendees, and this year is no exception. On Thursday night at 7 o'clock, there's a big party for all the MACUL conference attendees at the Rooster Tail. Now, there will be shuttles provided from the conference hotels, which you can find out about on the MACUL conference page that I shared earlier. And the Rooster Tail is a really cool place with really awesome live music. It's just a nice place to unwind Thursday evening and sort of share your conference experiences. Talk with educators around the state and people that you haven't seen since last year's MACUL conference, or maybe even talk with people from your own school district that you went with and share what you discovered. Okay, so that's it. Those are my survival tips for the MACUL 2013 conference. It's certainly not everything that I do to try and get the most out of the conference, but it's some of the things that I think are the most valuable to have a really great conference experience. I'm sure many of you have other tips to survive the conference and get the most out of it, and it would be really awesome to see you sharing those. Share them on Twitter using the MACUL13 hashtag, share them on your blogs, or maybe even share them with your colleagues early next week before you actually head out to the conference. However you prepare for the conference and however you get the most out of the conference, the conversations and the connectedness that we have during the conference and afterwards is what's really important. So please get the most you can out of this conference any way you can, and I'll see you in Detroit.